Hello, my name is Patrick Ailes, and today I will be discussing the great Leonardo da Vinci and some of his most famous and lesser-known works. Furthermore, I will be contending that the aerial screw by Leonardo da Vinci transcends art by not only being aesthetically beautiful, but by exploring the concept of human-powered vertical flight some 500 years before the feat was finally achieved. Leonardo da Vinci was the classic Renaissance man. Leonardo's interests were widespread, and his imagination saw no bounds. Leonardo was just as much a scientist, an engineer, and an inventor as he was an artist. Interestingly, though, it wasn't until after his death that his true genius was appreciated. Credit for some of the information seen in this slide goes to history.com and their information on Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci kept himself busy not only by creating famous artworks, sculptures, paintings, but by filling notebooks upon notebooks with his scientific theories, inventions, and many more thoughts and ideas. These notebooks were kept private during Leonardo's time. Only after his death were these notebooks discovered. The notebooks contain engineering drawings, ideas regarding mechanical devices, and even ideas and sketches pertaining to anatomy. To reiterate, Leonardo's interests were across many fields of study. Credit for this slide goes to relatively interesting reconstructing the genius of Leonardo da Vinci. Here are some of Leonardo's most famous paintings, those being the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. These paintings are famous for their unique style at the time and for their excellence in detail. Regarding the Mona Lisa, the expression on her face is what draws most viewers. The Mona Lisa is smiling, but not quite. Her expression has been called enigmatic by many. The Last Supper, as shown above, is actually a remake of the original work. The original was painted on a dry wall inside the Santa Maria delle Grazie. As such, the painting was not a true fresco because the plaster was not wet and instead dry. Unfortunately, the painting did not stand up to the test of time, and as such, it has been redone and copied by other artists time and time again. Credit goes to Kenneth Clark, Leonardo da Vinci. One of many sketches by Leonardo da Vinci can be seen above, and that is the famous air screw. Thought by many as the predecessor to the modern helicopter, the workings of the aerial screw are quite different than that of the modern helicopter, but the underlying fundamentals are one and the same. Leonardo's idea is dependent on the ability of a spinning fabric or rotor to compress the air beneath it, thus creating a positive pressure field and hence lift. Today, this concept is well known and understood in the aerospace field, but for an artist in the late 15th century to come up with these ideas is shocking. The device was never tested, and due to the small power output of a human and the high weight of the device, it was thought that it would not fly. However, the ideas around which it was built have been proven to be sound. It is thought that with modern technology, Leonardo's device could be flown. Credit for this slide goes to Carlo Pedretti, Alessandro Vizzoso, and Lisa Goldenberg and their Leonardo's machines, as well as the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics Pioneer Profile. Was Leonardo's aerial screw the earliest ancestor of the modern-day helicopter? Some will contest that honor instead goes to the ancient Egyptians, and is in this hieroglyph, which appears to show a helicopter, yacht, and a spaceship. Many scientists argue that the outline of a helicopter, as can be seen above, is nothing more than overlapping hieroglyphs and fancy camera work. There are others still, though, that contest the hieroglyphs above are proof of extraterrestrial contact. While we will never know the true origins of these hieroglyphs and what their meaning is or was, either way, the glyph does appear to show a shape very consistent with a modern-day helicopter, and as such, this artwork can be compared to the work by Leonardo da Vinci and his device, which is similar to the modern-day helicopter. Finally, we will take a look at the Egyptian hieroglyph, the aerial screw by Leonardo, and a modern-day helicopter. One thing is for sure, the Egyptian hieroglyph shows a closer resemblance to the modern-day helicopter. However, the hieroglyph is not confirmed as authentic, and we have no idea who created the hieroglyph and why. In Leonardo's case, we know the aerial screw was designed with certain principles in mind, and it was no fluke. While in his lifetime, his concepts were never proved, today we can say he was on the right path. Art is defined as the expression of human imaginative skill, typically in a visual form. The aerial screw certainly meets this definition, and as such, Leonardo da Vinci is primarily known as an artist. However, Leonardo da Vinci should also be known as an aerospace engineer, that being one who's concerned with the development of aircraft. Credit goes to John Wiley & Sons Encyclopedia of Aerospace Engineering.